Iterative statements.
Now we are going to discuss about the second part of the control statements is iterative statements. What is iterative statements? The iterative statements are used to execute the set of statements for multiple times. For multiple times to execute these set of statements for multiple times we use the iterative statements. Let's see the example. See here. I want to print Sidhu at 10 times. I want to print Sidhu at 10 times. See here. For basically we do what we do system dot out dot printer and Sidhu system dot out dot printer and Sidhu is like a 10 times we will print it. For this we waste our program time and compilation, making burden of compilation for the compiler. For avoiding these all we use the iterative statements. By avoiding these all, we use the iterative statements. What it is? See now, we print these for 10 times. So system dot out printer, system dot out printer, we use 10 times. For these, we use just only one time. How it is? For int I. There is big facility in Java is in any other programming language to declare this int I at beginning of the initialization time. We should initialize these in Java at this also. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Just I use system dot out dot println Sidhu. In this way, the program code here is 10 lines.
Used to execute the set of statement repeatedly for multiple times. There are for loop, while loop, do while loop. For see the discussion. While loop is an iterative statement which is used to execute the set of statements multiple times based on the condition. We use while loop. We don't know the exact number of iterations. While, here is the syntax, while condition, statements, increment, decrement. Let's see the example of this. If some of the people entering to the shopping mall, the security guard is checking at the starting of at the entry of the entry of the shopping mall. So he will check, while he checking, he will enter to the shopping mall. That's why he will check at the entry control. He will controlling at enter only. So it is entry control loop. Specifying condition. Here's the example for the while loop. The while expression, public static void main, declaration main is declared int I is equal to 1, I greater than or equal to 5. See once it is executed or not. Here it is executed well. See it is printed for 5 times. Now come to here, we change the code. Before it is I less than or equal to 5. Now I am changing it to I greater than or equal to 5. How it is work? I saved it. Or see. Compiled successfully. See. Before when I run it, it will give the result. Vamsi Somnath. Sorry. It will give the result here. Vamsi Somnath 5 times. But here when I run it, it will give the result 5 times. See, because here the condition is fail. It do not enter. It do not enter any condition. Print this from Somnath. But we see in do while loop. Many more examples on while loop. Notepad space. C is a print of even numbers I equal to 2. Here we Here it is used to print the 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. These are printed. For this result, we initializing with 2 and increment 2, 2 plus 2, 4, up to 20. See how it is happen. Let's clear screen. Java space event run successfully. Compiled successfully. Now I am running. Yeah, it is running. It print all the even numbers clearly. How we change these program into odd numbers? How means just odd numbers means I want to print 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. So initialize it with 1. Initialize it with 1. Now see the result. What it happened? Java space even it is done successfully. See 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 19. It's all even odd numbers are printed. That is the difference. We just initialize. We use how to use we know means we run. We'll do the wonders. So for another example, reverse start Java. Here we should reverse the. Here we give the number. See, here I give the number. Here I give the number 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 with I. So it is greater than 0. The condition is cleared. Now come to here. 2, 3, 4 mod 10 equal to how much? See how much? 234 mod 10 equal to mod 10 means it will take the remainder. The remainder is 4. When we go to him, here see now k equal to 10. The k is initialized with 0 into 10. I think 0 plus j value 4. 0 plus 4, 4. Now once again I mod. I means 234 divided by 10. Before we see 234 mod means we got the remainder 4. Here division means we got the equal to 23. Here 4 is printed. 4 is printed, and once again it is repeated. Here 23 is there. 23 greater than 0. it is satisfied. 23 mod 10 equal to 3 reminder. Before that value is 4. Here 4 into 10 plus 3 equal to 43. Once again I will 23 is divided by 10, it is 2. These like it is repeated now. 43, but finally 432 is the answer. This way we get to it. See once the 4 is executed. Save it. Just try to run it. Run successfully. Now I am come Sunday 432. See. See here in you 34. Sorry, what we got here 432. It's reversed. It must be Boolean values. Specifying increment or decrement statements in while loop is optional, but it is required. While loop is to avoid the infinite loops. Specifying flower brace is optional. They are required when we have that required when we have multiple statements. Do while is an iterative statement which is used to execute the set of statement repeatedly for multiple times. Do while is the same as while loop, but while loop is entry control loop statement, whereas do while loop is exit control loop statement. While loop can be executed 0 or more times. Do while loop can be executed 1 or more times. Here is the syntax for the do while loop: do statement on while condition. See another example for do while loop. Here they will in do while loop they will enter freely into the shopping mall while he is exiting. Some of the shopping mall they will check no. While exiting the customer, the security guard will check. So the do while loop is exit control loop. For loop, it is an iterative statement which is used to execute the set of statement multiple times. It is used to suggest for loop. We know the exact number of iterations. While we are knowing the exact number of iterations, we use the while loop. Sorry, for loop. Syntax: for initialization, increment, condition, decrement. For loop. Now let us see the example of do while loop. Here we see this program is same as the while loop, but we declare in the do while loop before. Just run it, compile successfully and run run it. Error, could not find the load the main class do while. Why these kind of error occurs means, here see, I will give the name do while, but I give here class name as while exp1, but these two are distinct, so these type of error occur. The class name is not must and should not require same as file name, but the class name is must and should same as while it is running time. So I will change it, while exp1 exp1. See, from C Somnath, only once printed. I equal to 1, I greater than or equal to 5. Here I keep less than. Compile it and run. See, here it is printed 5 times. Before the do while loop also printed 5 times, but I changed it into less than into greater than. Now see what happened. I compile it. Sorry. See, one time Mumsumnad is printed. Why? Because do while is exit control loop. It enters once. At exit it will checks. So this exit control loop is used. The while loop is 0 or more times, the do while loop is 1 or more times. Thank you. The set of statement multiple times. It is used to suggest for loop. We know the exact number of iterations. While we are knowing the exact number of iterations, we use the while loop. Sorry, for loop. Syntax: for initialization, increment, condition, decrement. For loop we have section each separated by the section separator is called semicolon. Specifying all the variables is optional. Flower brace is also optional, but are required to separate the. When we have multiple number of statements, we have to separate the statements. We use for loop. We use flower braces. Thank you. Now we discuss the example of the for loop. Here is the for loop. For loop is used to execute the repeatedly for multiple times for a particular number of iterations. See, I'm going to run it. cmd for loop, run successfully. I'm trying to compile it. It's not displaying anything because I greater than or equal to 10. Here I change into less than. These kind of errors are called logical errors. Without showing output, these are logical errors, not compile time errors. See, once again I compile and try. See, the Omsi Somnath is printed for 10 times. It is printed for 10 times. Now I am going to see the. It will run without the semicolons. See, it will showing error, expected error. Okay, I will give this. I'm hiding these all. I'm hiding these all. I'm putting comment. I'm putting in comment. without initialization, how it will work? Cannot find the symbol I because integer variable is that one. So these are showing as input of these also are also. Here it is like this. I'm compiling it without the anyone. Oh, it's run successfully. It compiled successfully. Sorry, I'm trying to run it. Moving. How I will stop? These are printed like that only. These are printed like that only continuously. Without these, it will compile, but without the semicolons, it will not compile. This is the mandatories. These are the mandatories. So remove all this. It will work comfortably.